1/B students. This is going to start talking about direct variations. This is 5.2. So again, I want you guys to include the date on here. This will be in your notes as part 1. This is the learning standards that I have to go by. It's L1 part B. And if you guys are curious about why I'm actually teaching you guys this is part of the reason. We have a learning standard that actually covers this, okay? This lesson actually covers. So our objective here is to write and graph an equation of a direct variation. Vocabulary. A direct variation is a relationship that can be represented by a function in the form of y equals kx, where k cannot be 0. Okay, well, let's think about this. If you need to, pause the video and write this out. I would encourage that. And then come back to this and listen to it again. I have a couple students who said that has actually helped them out. That they would actually write down all the notes, come back to it, and hear it again. And that has actually helped them with their learning process. So if I plug in 0 for k, I would have y equals 0 times k, right? Or times x. Y equals 0 times x. Why is this not possible? Well, remember the property of 0, multiplication property of 0. Anything times 0 is 0. So I would have nothing because y would be 0. There would be nothing here. Okay? This is one of the reasons why k cannot be 0. That's one of the stipulations, is because of this right here. Because if k was 0, then I would have nothing. So there would be nothing to talk about. All right, so k has to be anything like negative 1/2, negative 0.5, positive 1/2, positive 10, negative 10. It can be anything. It just cannot be 0. Another key term that we have is constant of variation. Constant of a variation for direct variation is the k. Okay? K is the constant of variation. It is the coefficient of x. K equals y over x. If I were to go up here and solve for k, so we have y equals kx. That is the direct variation, right? That's what our definition up here told us. Y equals kx is the direct variation. If I were trying to get k by itself, how would I get k by itself? What is attached to k? X. Good. So since x is attached to it, I can remove it. And how do I remove it? How do I get it away from k? Good, by dividing. I can divide by x. So in that case, these guys cancel, and we're left with k equals y over x. This is why this is true. This is why we say that k equals y over x, because we just solved for k. And k is the coefficient of x. So if I'm looking up here, if I have a direct variation of y equals 3x, what is my k in this case? My k is the 3. This is k. This means this is the constant of variation. Also, one thing that you need to remember, or one thing that you need to realize too, is there's nothing being added or subtracted to the x value. If you can see that, the next couple of videos are going to be extremely easy. Okay? So that concludes. Oh, another important thing too. If you look at this, this is y over x, right? K is y over x. So isn't that an ordered pair? Can't I write this as an ordered pair as x, y? Yeah, I can. I can write this as xy. But if you notice, k is going to be y on top of x. All right, so that concludes our part 1 of this. That concludes our vocab. I will see you in just a second with another part.